So this video tells you about the histology of hyaline cartilage. Now hyaline cartilage is a connective tissue, and like every other connective tissue, it is going to have cells, fibers, and these fibers are present in extracellular matrix. In this video we will see where these structures are located in a histology image. So hyaline cartilage can have a outer layer that is perichondrium. We will discuss about it later. Let's see what's in the hyaline cartilage proper. So we see below this. So hyaline cartilage proper has number of spaces we see, and these number of cavitatory spaces are what are known as lacunae. Lacunae are spaces which are present in the extracellular matrix or the ground substance. This extracellular matrix or ground substance is what is the main part of hyaline cartilage. Now this main part of hyaline cartilage, the ground substance or the extracellular matrix, is glassy and homogeneous, and that is because of a proteoglycan that is present in it, that is aggrecan, the most abundant proteoglycan in the extracellular matrix. Also note, this extracellular matrix is going to have type 2 collagen fiber. Okay, these type 2 collagen fibers are, though present in it, are not visible separately if we even zoom in it. That is because the refractive index of these collagen fiber is similar to that of the ground substance, so these are not visible separately. So lacunae, we discussed, these lacunae are going to have chondrocytes. So the hyaline cartilage proper has lacunae have chondrocytes, and these chondrocytes synthesize the extracellular matrix. This extracellular matrix is glassy, containing aggrecan and type 2 collagen fiber. Now these chondrocytes we know are synthesizing the extracellular matrix, but these are derived from chondroblast. And where are these chondroblasts coming from? So we have perichondrium. Perichondrium has an outer fibrous layer. Okay, and inner layer is what is cellular, and this inner cellular layer is from where the chondroblast come. Now these chondroblasts are almost ellipsoid in shape and are arranged in the axis of the hyaline cartilage itself. These ellipsoid chondroblasts actually go number of mitotic division, and these form chondrocytes. Now as we go into the center, each lacunae containing the more number of chondrocytes, and that is because of more mitotic division occurring as we go into the center. And eventually we may see groups, a single lacunae containing almost 8 chondrocytes, and this is what is known as isogenous aggregate. Eventually every chondrocyte from this isogenous aggregate will separate and go into a separate lacuna itself, and you may see center having isogenous groups and even a single cell within a lacunae. This is the reason for it. Let's see in another image here. So we have another image here which shows that we have isogenous group, a single lacunae containing number of chondrocytes, or we may have a lacunae containing a single chondrocytes. Let's go further. What we see here in this image, so see, we have lacunae containing chondrocytes, and this is known as cell nest. Now cell nest are surrounded by a more basophilic staining. This is more basophilic, you see, that is because of chondroitin and keratin sulfate that is concentrated around these cell nest. As we go away from the cell nest, the basophilic staining decreases, and this is because the chondroitin and keratin sulfate is going to decrease here, and they are named so. So around the cell nest, the matrix is known as territorial matrix, and it is more basophilic. As we go away, it is interterritorial matrix, that is less basophilic. So we discussed histology parts of the hyaline cartilage. Now let's go in brief again. We have perichondrium with outer fibrous and inner cellular layer. We have the lacunae containing chondrocytes which synthesize the extracellular matrix, glassy and homogeneous, containing aggrecan and type 2 collagen fiber. We have cell nest, we have territorial and interterritorial matrix. That's all we need to know about the histology of hyaline cartilage. Let's see another image this. So we see here extracellular matrix, we have the lacunae, we see And note one more thing, that the chondrocytes actually are not the same size in lacunae. This is because of the staining we do. The cell shrinks up. Okay, that is the reason for this, that the cell are not of the same size as lacunae because of the staining. So let's see some examples of hyaline cartilage now. So actually we can remember the mnemonic RACE. So we have R, that stands for respiratory cartilage, that is trachea, bronchus, and part of larynx, that is A, T and C, that is arytenoid except for the apex, thyroid and cricoid cartilage contain the hyaline cartilage. Talking about articular cartilage, that contains hyaline cartilage everywhere. Note, articular cartilage in the area of joint cavity is not going to have perichondrium. Okay, that is the area where hyaline cartilage is not going to have perichondrium. Also, epiphyses of long bones have hyaline cartilage, and embryonic cartilage that's further ossifies and form the skeleton is actually hyaline cartilage. Costal cartilage are also hyaline cartilage. So the mnemonic: RACE, respiratory, articular, costal, epiphyseal and embryonic. So this was all about the histology of hyaline cartilage. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.